Hello viewer, thank you for joining us for another episode of Kiwanjani, a show through which we look at midweek action as well as look at the weekend football fixtures. We're brought to you courtesy of Helabet, and you can join, sign and play on helabet.co.ke. I'm joined by two gentlemen. They've played the game and they know the game. I'm talking about Jinx Situma and Innocent Mutiso. Gentlemen, welcome. A busy week in the football world?
Yes.
How was it for you?
Yeah, it has been quite a wonderful week.
Yes.
Mona games. Wengine walikuwa nasema cheza Thursday. Wamecheza jana, wakapata team in Champions League qualified to Europa League. Sijaiona. But all in all, it's been a week of football. Na tumeona the few surprises.
Yes.
And also the expected wins.
Hat-trick of misses for another team that plays on Thursday.
You just have to bring up Arsenal.
Yes.
It was a game of missed chances, and Arsenal should have won that match in the first half, with Aubameyang having the better of the chances in the first half. But in the second half, Benfica got a penalty, of which I don't really think it was a penalty, and VAR was there actually, and Bukayo Saka, who has been the savior of Arsenal this season,
yes,
came up with the equalizer 3 minutes later. So it was a good game, but for the first leg, I think we got an away goal, so that's good for Arsenal's chances coming in the second leg.
We start with the local games, and Tusker won over Posta Rangers, Okumbi's first assignment. Is he going to transform this Posta Rangers team?
Yeah, I believe so. You know, when he took over Posta Rangers, he did sign a couple of few players in that team. Quality, we have Joshua Nyatin from Wazito, we have Bernard Ondiek from Gor Mahia, and I think those are the qualities also you need in a team. They are good players, and it's the same case the way Kimanzi went to Wazito. You know, his first game at Patafor, you know, like it had a lot of question marks, like Atafaula, Mapana, but again, you know, when you come into the team with a new philosophy, new style of play, and with different players, it takes time. But for me, I believe maybe from the third, fourth game, because from what we know from Posta Rangers is defensive-wise, they have been a wonderful team from the back. But again, 4 against Tusker, you could say maybe you expected it, because at the moment I think Tusker, they are in form. They want to win the title. They have depth in that team, and you know, you don't want to face those attacks at this particular time. So for me, I think Kumbi just needs a little more time, that he gives his hands together.
Who can stop Tusker? Are they running away with this title this time around?
No, it's still too early to say. You know, KCB are second on 25 points, with Tusker on 29, but KCB have 2 games at hand, so it's still too early to predict. But as I said in the previous episode, that around 5 teams are in 6 teams actually are in contention for the Premier League. That is Wazito, that is Kariobangi Sharks, Tusker, KCB, and FC Leopards, and also don't forget Gor Mahia. So all these teams have a shout, but currently Tusker are on a roll. 5 games on the trot winning, and I've worked under Okumbi, and for real, he's a guy who likes to open up play. He plays the same way, home and away. Whichever team comes, he plays the same way, an open game and free-flowing football. But it was a baptism of fire against a high-flying Tusker, and he really needs to stabilize that ship, that sinking ship that is Posta Rangers. You know, they've had so many problems the last couple of years, and it's largely because of money in the pocket. And you know, nowadays, if you don't have money, then your team will just be on a free fall. Look at Madara United. So really, Okumbi should try and do something at least, and stop sinking those so many goals for his team, and maybe they will have a chance of remaining in the Kenyan Premier League next season.
Talking of money, FC Leopards players were reportedly on a strike this week. What does this say of management of our football?
Yeah, it's the same story that we always talk about: money, and also the management of the club. And you know, this is the time that you don't want such a things to come into play, because when you are fighting for the title, you need every compensation for the players. But again, when the players are not training because of money, it derails the progress of the team and also the development of the team, because along the way they'll have the up and downs. They'll not be consistent, because as a player you want to focus on playing. You don't want to focus on managerial aspects. So I think we always say we just need to come up with a proper way of putting structures into place to make sure that our teams are run in a proper way. And the funny thing is that these things are happening when they have sponsorship. We have BetiSafe. We have also something coming from the start times from the league. So we don't know what's happening.
Mutiso.
It's only 4 months ago that they got the sponsorship from BetSafe, so I don't know what's happening.
Oh.
And just last week, there was Harambe.
Yes.
The Honorable Musalia Mudavadi gave out 300,000. The Honorable Francis Atuoli also pledged, and many more politicians pledged. The ones who come from the western side of Kenya, they raised upwards of around 1 point something million, and the players, I guess, they were asking, where is this money? So FC Leopards has started very well in the league, and they have a very big shout out to win the league. But right now the office is destabilizing this team. They should not that. They should take care of this hula baloo we are seeing all over the screens, all over the social media. They should take care of this as soon as possible. This whole week, I don't think FC Leopards have trained. They're always picked up in the CBD by their bus to go and train at St. Paul University. But the players reach there, but they're not boarding the bus. Our party, they're not boarding. So the office really needs to do something about this team.
Yes.
It's a very big team, and so many teams are also looking up to them. So they should make a very good example. So I think they should look for another shirt sponsor, so that they take care of these Holabaloos. The chairman, prior to when they had met some of the politicians early in the season, the chairman, Dan Shikanda, he pledged that if FC Leopards win, all the players will get houses.
Yeah.
So with these things happening right now, behind the scenes, I don't see that happening.
Yes.
So they need to take care of this as fast as
Houses
possible.
want to be a reality.
Yeah, of course. If you can't pay the bonuses,
Yes.
leave alone the salaries, the bonuses, winning a bonuses. How can you give a house to the player? So these are the promises that we are used to, and I think it's just maybe to make the players feel more comfortable. But again, I just believe in maybe doing things in a professional way, because FC Leopards is a big club, and if you want to fight for the title, as Mutiso said, you just need to make sure that the players are so comfortable and they just focus on playing.
They don't see this
Do
happening.
you think there is a future for community clubs, or we need to change that model, make it corporate kind of owned?
We need to stick to community clubs, and the corporates right now, my opinion is that these corporates, we find the likes of Tusker, find the likes of Posta, the likes of Ushuru, KCB. I think these corporates should move in to sponsor the community clubs, so that at least these community clubs, they have a fan base. Like Tusker, they are based in Ruaraka. Why don't they find a team maybe which plays their trade around Thika Road or in Ruaraka? They call it Ruaraka United. Like KCB, their fan base is mostly Eastland sides. So at least these corporate sides should try and sponsor the community clubs. I think that is when we'll find fans coming back to support the teams. But these corporate clubs, they hardly have any fans.
Do you think we need to change the model from community to?
Okay, for me, I think we just still we support the community clubs, because these clubs are related to the community, and my opinion is that we just need to come up with the proper structures, even if you have the community teams that can run these teams, because without proper structures, without proper defined roles, we can't go anywhere.
Plenty of action happening this weekend in the local league. Debutants, Bidco United will be taking on Mathare. Talking of Mathare, you've played both in Mathare United. There seems to be a storm among the fans and former players and the management. What's happening?
I'm a former player, but I haven't had anything. I'm hearing that from me right now.
You don't hit.
I played for Mancity United for like 7 years,
Yes.
so I haven't had anything about that.
Maybe you can clarify it to him
No,
as well.
that's something that also I just read on the social
Media?
handles, on the social media. But again, fans will always have their say
Yes.
about the team when it's not performing, when it's performing. But at the moment, they feel the team is somehow struggling. You see. But again, they just need to have to get to the bottom line of what's happening at the team, because if you feel so attached to the team,
Yes.
you should have that bond and connection to make sure that you ask questions and make sure that you are part and parcel of the solution for the team. Because at the moment, okay, they feel the team started so slowly,
Yes.
and they feel maybe the management is not doing enough. But again, that team needs a lot to be done, and I think fans are part and parcel of the team, so they should be part and parcel of the solution for the team. Yes.
Bidco United versus Mathare United, your prediction?
Well, both teams have won only. Mathare United have won only once in 5 matches, which is a very bad. They're on a free fall. Bidco United at least have won two matches in the last 5 matches. So here with the form that Mathare United are having, and also the hullabaloo behind the scenes, I'll give it to Bidco United, because right now they're playing with so much confidence, and the signings that they had in beginning of the season, I think it will give them a leeway at least to beat Mathare United. So I'm giving it to Bidco.
Bidco, Mathare United, your prediction?
Yeah, they stand a chance against Mathare United. Coming from their last game, I think they played Zoo and they won away. So I believe they have quality in that team, and even from their games that they have been losing, you could see they really put up the good fight. They have quality, they play so well, and they have scoring like in every game. So for me, I think the undoing of Mathare also this season is that they have been letting in so many goals at the back,
Yes.
and they have let in almost every single game. So I think going by that statistics, I still also give Bidco United against Mathare.
We invite you to join the conversation on the comment section and also on our social media platforms. Facebook is Kiwanjani, Instagram Kiwanjani254. Another big game, Nzoia Sugar versus KCB.
KCB have a chance here, although Nzoia right now are stabilizing their ship.
Yes.
But KCB are also on a good run, but they've lost only 1 match in the last 5 matches and drawn 1. They are on a good run also, and they have 2 matches at hand, which as you can see, Tusker, they are picking up points left, right, and center.
Yes.
So they really have to keep up with the leaders, and I'm giving this a win for KCB.
KCB win. Nzoia, your former team?
Yeah, I think for KCB they have 2 at hand, and
Yes.
they feel like if we get maximum points, then we go 1 above Tusker SC. So they are going to play away in Sudi, and remember Nzoia Sugar this season has almost 99% home record against big teams, I can say so. They drew against Kariobangi Sharks at Sudi, they beat Tusker Sofa Park at Sudi, so they have had a couple of points at Sudi Stadium. So for me, I go for either Nzoia Sugar or draw.
Your former team, Nairobi City Stars, will be taking on Zoo. Your prediction?
There have been rumors that the former coach of FC Leopards, my former captain at Mathare United, Anthony Kimani,
Yes.
is being linked with Nairobi City Stars, of which we don't know how true it is, but Grapevine has it that they're being linked with him. And I'll give this Nairobi City Stars because they've kind of having a topsy-turvy season, but I see them beating their rivals.
Your team as well, City Stars versus Zoo.
Yeah, I think they had a flying start for the first 2 games, and
Yes.
you could see maybe this was the season that they'll have to compete, and
Yes.
they call themselves Simba Nairobi. But along the way, they derail, and I think maybe they had a couple of few injuries to the key players in the team, and they somehow lost focus. So against Zoo Kericho, I think at the moment I still give them chance, because Zoo, they're shipping in goals. In every single game, and they have had a very, very, very bad start. So I think these are a chance for City Stars to make sure that they recover and again start winning games.
Another big game in Western Kenya as Western Stima take on Kakamega Homeboys. Your prediction?
I'll give it to Kakamega Homeboys. I think Kakamega Homeboys are also doing good. The last couple of seasons, they've been one of the contenders, especially last season. And the chairman, Shimanyula Toto, aka, was really astounded, or was very shocked and angry at how the league was finished. And you can remember his sentiments both on radio, social media, and also TV. He was a very angry person. But they have another chance this season, but they didn't have a very good start to the season. But right now, I think they're stabilizing, and I see them winning against Western Steamer, who also have not been on a good run after they lost their sponsorship. And they released so many players. I don't know, the chairman is here from Careful. You tell us what's happening, because they released around 14 players, which for a team that is
that's a lot.
Those are a lot of players. That's like half of the team. You're just letting go. Actually, 3/4 of the team, because a team has 25 players. And letting go 14 players, I think that's not the right move for me.
So and for you, it's Kakamega Homeboys.
Kakamega Homeboys win.
Who do you give for this game?
Yeah, I think since their shock win against Gor, the defending champions, they haven't had another win. They have been losing in every single game. So against Kakamega Homeboys, I think this is the time that Muyota has to build on that big win to make sure that Toto aleti shida, because unajua and I feel at the moment maybe we have the support of the county. Also they have a sponsorship at the moment. So you know, with our leadership, they always believe pesa ikiwa lazima mfanye kitu. So but I think if I compare the two teams, it's just that Kakamega Homeboys walianza so slowly, and walikuwa like wako in the building process, but at the moment I feel they have the better quality. They have enough quality to see off Western Steamer.
Let's go to the Champions League. We're not talking about Europa. And Liverpool recently winning ways at the Puskas Arena. What do you make of this game?
I think they had a fantastic night. They were so solid, and they had the intention of winning that game. I think walikuwa come from the loss, almost that tatu zikifuatana, and it was like a do or die. But ukiangalia from the games of about chase up, from the times when they start scoring mapema, unapata they have a coach who anaweza control the game. So for me, they had a very fantastic night. Salah and Mane, they were so fantastic, and you could see the energy in the players to make sure that they want to go back to the winning ways. You know, I think they can build from there, coming back to the league. Hata kama wako down sana from the top, I think they have something to smile about.
A moral booster for Liverpool.
Yeah, it was, but I can't say that Liverpool really dominated that match, because Leipzig were also in this match and they were playing very good. They had so many missed chances, and the chief suspect, the chief instigator was Nkuku, who had 2 one-on-ones and he could not score. And
which
also,
made Alisson, shine? For once.
Yeah, very true.
Some of the viewers were saying, tunalalia sana Alisson. So at least for this game, he performed.
Yeah, he did perform, keeping a clean sheet, of which those 2 away goals were very vital. But I can say it was not a really Liverpool dominance, rather some mistakes. 2 vital mistakes from Leipzig defenders, of which I think Konate should have started that match. Maybe they could have started with the back 3, just like they started against Manchester United. They beat them to relegate them to the Europa League. I know I've stinged you a little bit, but that's the truth. That's the reality, and you have to accept it.
Yes.
But there were 2 very crucial mistakes from that Upamecano, of which right now the big teams who are really gunning for him, they're having second thoughts. And he just recently signed, Bayern Munich confirmed that he'll be their player next season. But he lost the ball 23 times for a top defender who has already signed a multi-million deal with a top team in Germany. That's really bad. And for his chances in the Euros, the Euros are coming this year. And France will really are really looking into him, because he's been a revelation since last season for RB Leipzig. But this season, he's not had a very good start.
What do you make of the fact that this game was played in a neutral ground in Budapest? Does it rob the home team the advantage of
home
But the
ground.
fans are not
But
there.
yeah.
The fans are there. So home is just like away. Right now you can see so many teams are winning away from home. So it is the fan factor. If the fans were there, then you'll say that it would be robbing the home team's advantage. But right now, I don't think there's any advantage for any other team.
Neutral grounds.
Yeah, of course, it doesn't play maybe that part more because, as Mutiso said, you know, if we are playing with the fans and we're playing away from home,
Yes.
then we say maybe we could have missed the 12th player. We need a 12th player to push us to the victory. But again, at this time, we have gone almost the entire 8 months without fans into the stadium, so it doesn't play that much part into the perspective or the result of the game. So it does. You could see most of the teams are winning away from home. They are losing away from home because fan factor doesn't play that big role.
At Camp Nou, it was all about Kylian Mbappe. This guy, he overshadowed Messi.
He has the most goals in under 21 years, and I said the last episode that the likes of Messi and Ronaldo, we've been accustomed to for the last 10 years, have been breaking records left, right, and center. But the numbers that Kylian Mbappe has under the age of 21 years, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, when they are 21 years, they do not come anywhere near. Right now, Kylian Mbappe has 19 goals in the Champions League at this stage. At this stage, when Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, Cristiano had zero goals at that stage, and Lionel Messi had only 8 goals at that stage. So you can see we are having a change of guard. From we are moving from Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, and up comes Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland, who right now are breaking records at their tender age.
What did you make of this game?
Yeah, they are struggling. Okay, they're like building the team, but again, for me, they are struggling since the departure of Xavi and Iniesta era. They haven't had the replacement of those 2 players, and I think also they have lost. Along the way, they have lost their culture, because we used to see them promote players from the La Masia, but at this time, from the last 3 seasons, you could see maybe they are buying players from other teams, maybe who doesn't fit in the culture of Barcelona. And also, you know, at the moment you feel we have a lot of things being involved, because we are nearing to the presidential election, you know, and always these guys always use big players in the team, you know.
Yes.
And you feel maybe things are not happening because we have maybe outside influence to the team. But again, you could feel between the 2 teams, PSG and Barcelona, you could feel PSG had better quality, had much good quality against Barcelona, and you feel maybe this is the time that they need maybe to rethink their style of play, to rethink and build again maybe for the next 3 years, because at this time I also feel, you know, Messi alone can't run things around Barcelona. So for me, PSG was the better team on that day, and you could see Mbappe what he did. You see, he could with the 20 years old, I think he has
He's going to get to the level of Messi and Cristiano.
I can't blame Coach Ronald Koeman too much, although I think he got the lineup wrong for me, because there's a generation gap at Barcelona, and as Situma said that after they could not replace Xavi Hernandez and Iniesta and also Fabregas, and you could see the last couple of matches, the ones which they have won by a big margin of goals. Ronald Koeman has trusted the youth who are playing freely without any inhibitions, but in this particular match he played Pedri, Busquets, and Piqué, and for me, even the front 3, Dembele, Griezmann, and Lionel Messi, I think he could have at least mixed some of the players who are coming from La Masia, because they know what the club is all about, and they know the stature of that game they were playing in particular. And if they had played at least the youth, the likes of Trincao, the likes of Ilax, they shone against Deportivo Alaves, and they could have taken this momentum into this match against PSG, and maybe the outcome could have been different. But right now, PSG have 1 foot into the quarterfinals, and we'll just see. It will be very interesting to see how they play in the second leg, but it will be very difficult. That hat-trick from Kylian Mbappe, I think he has lifted the mood of the PSG, and remember the last time PSG won against Barcelona, 4-0. in Paris. They went to Camp Nou and they lost 6-1, of which for me is one of the most controversial matches I've ever seen in my life.
A lot of debate also on the goal that Barcelona got. Was that a dive by De Jong?
Okay, it
Or
was
was it
you could see a little touch, but okay, of course, the eyes of the defender was on the ball, so it happened the same way Luis against Wolves, you know.
So kuna mali niliona msee ameandika, kuna comment nyingine niliona kwa Twitter msee ameandika ati De Jong alijianguka. Unajua, he clipped himself.
I feel okay.
Very controversial.
Koeman
Yeah.
also rushed Gerald back into play because he was on injury list, and apart from the importance of the game, the intensity of the game, I just feel angetumia mtu mwingine, but aliona maybe ni game kubwa. Ukiangalia pia influence of big players, Gerald aliona, yeye mwenyewe aliona coach nataka kucheza hii game because naona vile ile happen na akifanya the same thing back, akienda akifanya the same thing in Paris, then watatoka.
Kuna clip doing rounds on social media ya hiyo game, unaona play is being played around Lionel Messi and he's just mark timing there. Kuna mtu niliona hapo ameandika ati the goat is zero grazing.
Actually he was watching.
He's just trolling.
Yes.
So I don't know kama hiyo ndo story Situma nasema hiyo politics wanatumia some of the big players. Sasa sijui kama alikuwa anatumia kwa hiyo game aki zero graze hapo.
A loss to Porto after a loss to Napoli. What's happening at Juve? Okay, go fast.
There's nothing really going wrong with Juve. They had one crucial away goal, and Porto at home in Portugal, they are a hard nut to crack. Very difficult to win. And if you look at when they play, even in the English sides, only one team has gone there and got away with the victory, and that was Arsenal during Arsene Wenger's time. It's only 3 seasons ago. It's really difficult to get points away at Porto, but they had one crucial away goal, and I can say they had their structure very well, and they had a very good game, but there was one mistake for the first goal, which I don't know what Bentancur and Szczesny were doing. That back pass, it was so feeble, and also Szczesny, I don't think he was really focused on that back pass, and that was why he was slow to react. But it happened. They got that one goal, and they added the second one almost immediately. But that one crucial away goal will come back to haunt them, because in Turin, Juventus will win that match.
What do you make of the game?
Yeah, it was quite a fight from Porto, and remember with the presence of Pepe, I think he has that mentality of playing big games. So you could feel he had some energy to other players to make sure that they fight to the finishing line, and they really did a wonderful job. They won. Remember up front, Marega, the African son, he really did so well, and I think he has given Pirlo something to think about in the return leg, because he gave them a lot of problem. He has space, he has energy, so you as a coach you have to think how you can stop him, because if they go ahead again fast in Italy, then it's a problem. But again, you feel also individualism happened from Cristiano Ronaldo, but okay, it is his style of play, but again you feel
under a couple of chances.
Yes, under the management of Pirlo, we have a different style of play, and you feel teamwork is more needed, because at times when the players feel you are doing, maybe you are bringing in so much individualism, then the aspect of teamwork doesn't happen. So for me, I believe they still have a chance at home, and whenever Cristiano turns into beast mode, and as a coach you will be happy. So I think they're playing a good side, a tricky side. So that one goal was so vital going back to the second leg. So I think they still stand a chance, but again they have to trade so cautiously. They have to approach that game in a cautious way, because from the back they have to keep it clean. If Szczesny doesn't control his defense so well, remember they gave away the first goal. That was so cheap, and in every big match, if you give away a simple soft goal, then it gets hard for you to come back to the game.
Dortmund won over Sevilla. Haaland was shining all night. Should he move from Bundesliga at this time, or keep there?
Well, if they don't have a well-established coach, then I think it's time for him to move. And he's being linked with so many big teams. He's being linked with Manchester United. He's being linked with Barcelona and Chelsea, Mancity, and also Real Madrid, who are also in contention to sign Kylian Mbappe. And both their contracts are ending in a season or two. And Haaland, I think, is the change of guard, because since he went there have been three coaches since he went there. So I think it has not stabilized that ship, and they've been on a free fall, especially in the Bundesliga. They've lost touch with the top two teams, that is RB Leipzig and also Bayern Munich. But all is not lost, and Haaland, I think he's a bright talent, and right now he's on 18 goals. He's on 18 goals in the Champions League, of which, as I said, when at his age, when Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, they did not come near his goals right now, and the sky is the limit for him. So he has to move. He has to move if Dortmund do not change their coach and bring in a well-established coach. At least fight for the honors.
Should he move or keep fighting at
I think he's doing so well
Yes.
at Dortmund, and this is not okay. At times for the player, when you are on top of your form, every big club wants to buy you, and it's just a matter of time when to move and what time, because I think the urgent aspect comes into place, because you need to have the right advice, because and the right team you can move to. And I think for me, he could just stay, fight for the position, and continue scoring goals, because
this guy, he's breaking
should
records.
come to Manchester United.
Well, I don't think
Winning
Manchester, but he should go to a big team, because
Yes.
if at Borussia Dortmund he got those numbers he had last season. Last season he out of 58 matches he scored 62 goals. For a 21-year-old, I think those are extraordinary numbers. For Kylian Mbappe, in 57 matches, he scored 44 goals. For someone who's young as that, we even forget his age. He's won. He's over 100 goals. Right now he's a third on the list of highest scoring players at PSG, behind Edinson Cavani and Ibrahimovic. So you can see his company there, one of the greats, and those two players, they're in the end of their careers, but his careers, both their careers, Haaland and Kylian Mbappe, they're only starting. So they will break the records of Cristiano Ronaldo if they continue with this form. So I think it's high time for them to move into
for another
a more
challenge.
competitive league, like the English Premier League or the La Liga.
Let's look at the big fixtures in the English Premier League. Liverpool will be taking on Everton. What do you make of this game?
Yeah, from the win of their last win against Leipzig, I think they feel they gave their fight, a big fight, a good fight, and for Klopp, he feels if he can grab the same guards against Everton, he stands a chance. Remember, Everton are not against City. They were so much exposed at the back, and they are facing a side also up front. They have good players, they have clinical players, Salah and Mane, and Firmino also. On a good day, those are the players that can give you results. So I think it's quite a difficult one for Everton, and this is a turning point for Liverpool.
You have to go back to 1999, the last time Everton won in the Merseyside Derby. Right now they've played 238 times since 1894. Can you imagine that? I don't know when Kenya started playing football. I think it's the 1960s or 1950s. I don't know. Maybe in the Gosaje Cup. Did I pronounce that right? Gosaje Cup. Anyway, the last 5 matches at home for Liverpool, they've not won. They've lost 3 and drawn 2, and Liverpool are having a pathetic season at home after their 68 match unbeaten run was bundled out by Burnley, losing 1-0, and then Brighton they went there, but they went started beating them at home when West Brom, who were languishing in the last position, and Liverpool were having a run of games when they drew away at home. Then Manchester went there and also drew at Anfield. So that's when the rain started beating Liverpool, and right now I think it's the best time to play Liverpool for Everton. This is the time that we can take their chances, and they've really missed the services of Calvert-Lewin, who has missed the last couple of chances, of which they've only won once in 5 matches. But they have a very good run away from home, where they've won 7 matches, drawn twice and lost twice, scoring 16 goals and conceding 13 goals. So they can fancy their chance against Liverpool. Niliona meme mingine pia kwa Twitter. Leo unajua social media ni noma sana. Ilikuwa nasema saa ndio the right time ya Arsenal kucheza Liverpool kabla hii promotion ya kudonate points iishe.
Your prediction?
My prediction for me, I will give it an X2 for either Everton or a draw.
Your prediction for this game?
Liverpool.
League leaders Manchester City will be at Emirates taking on Arsenal. Can Arsenal do the deed that will stop, these guys from running away with the title?
Okay, I think at the moment Mancity are unstoppable, and I think they're scoring from every corner. They have attackers Foden, Silva. They're on fire at the moment, and you could feel even with the absence of Kevin De Bruyne, they're still rolling out, and no one could stop them. I think so, and I think for at this time, Arteta needs to go way back to last season. At the end of the season, when he beat the top 4, that was Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea.
Let's talk about this game. Let's talk about this game.
Give him time to finish.
So I think that's the strategy and the formation that Arteta must use against Man City. But again, Arsenal against Big 4, I can say they always have a fantastic game, but I think
what do you mean a fantastic game? A win or
they always get results against big teams.
Okay.
From the last 10 months. Yes, against big teams they stand a chance.
You're not very convincing. This game, what do you like?
Arsenal has won only once in the last 5 matches. I think that was way back in 2018 when Arsenal won 2-0 at the Emirates. And if Arsenal can draw inspiration from beating these winning streaks from Pep Guardiola teams.
Yes.
When he was at Bayern Munich, they were on a 15-match winning run. Arsenal broke that run. Again, in the 2016-2017 season, Pep Guardiola was on a 13-match winning streak. Arsenal broke that winning streak. So they can draw. If Arsenal can draw that inspiration, then they have a chance. Apart from that, they have no chance against high-flying City, who right now have they're on a 17-match winning streak.
Yes.
That's like the best in the world. But if I can echo the sentiments of Jurgen Klopp after Man City beat them at Anfield, beat Liverpool at Anfield, he said that the winning streak that Manchester City currently have, it's because of the 2-week break that they had because of COVID-19. And he said that because of that rest, that 2-week rest, they were able to recharge their batteries and be on that winning streak. Because remember just before that break that they had because of COVID-19, they were also on a free fall. They had just been beaten by Tottenham, and they were not on a very good run of games.
Yes.
And after that 2-week break, they've collected 44 points out of a possible 47 points. So
full time at Emirates, what is your prediction?
Full time at Emirates, I will give it an X2 for Man City.
All right.
They have won out of 11 matches. They've won 8 times. They've lost only once,
yes.
And they've drawn twice away from home. Arsenal at home, they've had a top start of the season. They've won 5 matches. They've lost 4 matches and drawn 3 matches. But Manchester City have scored 24 goals away from home and conceded only 8 goals. So Manchester City naweza natamani sana kuwapatia kichwa, but pia naona kuna vile hii game inaweza enda draw hivi. So the safe bet moja ni goal.
This is the only weekend I'm supporting Arsenal. So
amna chance. Hii game naipatia goal ama X2.
Let's get your prediction.
Over 2.5.
Over plenty of goals.
Yes.
All right, let's go to the shop bets, and we start with the Mutiso. How do they look?
Inter Milan versus AC Milan, that derby, of which this is the right time. For a very long time, you've not seen both Inter Milan and AC Milan gunning for the title, and this is the best time that to play this derby, where both teams are really on a roll. And I will give this I gave this game a goal. Because I see both teams scoring, and that has been the norm in Italy this season. So many teams have been scoring against each other. The second match, Barcelona versus Cadiz. Barcelona, they will look to bounce back from their defeat against PSG, and I fancy them getting this game, winning this game by. So I gave it 1 and over 2.5. Schalke versus Borussia Dortmund. Right nowadays, the Ruhr Derby, which is famously known in Germany, which is one of the fiercest derbies in the world. But the last couple of seasons with free-fall Schalke, it has not been the same. So I fancy PSG, fresh from their win in Spain against the Sanchez Pizjuan against Sevilla. So I fancy them 2 and over 1.5. So fancy PSG to win and over 1.5 goals.
You had Lazio.
I had Lazio versus Sampdoria. I'll give it an over 2.5 because this is a game that can go either way. But I see games, I see goals in these matches. Their last 5 matches have gone about 3.5. So this safe bet is over 2.5.
Any loopholes in Mutiso's show bets?
Hakuna.
Nimejaribu kwanza tangu jana.
Yes.
Amejaribu sana kucheza.
Mono 1 and over.
Ukiwa na tao yako hapo najiona
odds za 5.81.
Unaweza pata katao tano.
Unapata katao tano hapo clean.
Let's go to your show bets.
Yeah, niko na Southampton,
Chelsea
waka St Mary's. Ukiangalia with the absence of Peters at the back, na Ings up front napata hajakuwa na complemented vizuri sana, they are struggling. Tuchel tangu aingie Chelsea umeona ameturn things around. Tuko unasema na kikamba as long as message imefika. So unapata I think with the combination up front, Giroud na Wana, I think kuna kitu imeanza ku happen.
Yes.
So for me I gave away team nilipatia Chelsea.
You ordered the high flying Manchester United versus Newcastle.
High flying. Wacha ile game ya jana ile wamebahatisha. In fact niliwapatia kichwa because wanacheza na timu yenye iko low in confidence, hawajakuwa wanapata result poa. Ukiangalia pia pale chini wako tu, yani wamevuka tu line ya relegation na few points, unaona. So ukipata something's not happening at that camp. So against Manchester United, na ukiangalia pia jana wamekuwa tizi na ile game wamekuwa nayo rahisi. Na believe wachezaji wengi wamekuwa rahisi, so nilipatia kichwa
Manchester United. Yes. Atletico Madrid
na Levante. I think hii imechezwa imeisha nini? Imeisha 1-1. Nilikuwa nimesema Atletico, but ukiangalia okay. Walipata chances in that game. Na ukiangalia vile walikuwa wanapata, by the way, unashangaa kuna chance kama kwa goli 2 meters kama juzi Aubameyang kitu amefanya, unaona. Yes. But it happened to big players also, unaona. So unapata for them they still at the top, wako so comfortable. Ukiangalia the threats inakuanga Barcelona, Real Madrid, but at least wako somehow a distance, so they are so comfortable na wako okay with that. I have Valencia, Celta Vigo. Valencia wako 13 on the log, wanafungwa mabao. Ukiangalia Celta Vigo wako somehow few away points kuingia pia Europa, but ukiangalia Valencia they are at home, and I believe that both teams wako na weak defense, na ukiangalia vile 18 goals, so I went for Valencia nikawapatia kichwa against Celta.
Any
Niliangalia hizo odds zake kwanza hapo kwa Helabet. Ukiziangalia inakuja 8.5 odds.
Yes.
And
odds.
Ni pesa poa, but hapo kuna teams tu mbili hapo zenye zitamwangusha. two games zenye zitamwangusha hapo. Ya kwanza Southampton versus Chelsea.
Yes.
Chelsea wamewin mara moja peke yake since in the last 5 matches against Southampton. And the last match, the reverse leg, it was a 3-3 draw at Chelsea. So sahi
nani alikuwa coach?
Ni sawa hata kama Frank Lampard alikuwa coach. Sahi ni Thomas Tuchel amekuwa coach. He's on a very good run, 5 matches in a row, but this is their toughest test. Their first test ilikuwa against Wolves, who wenye pia wako wana win ma game na waka draw 0-0. After hapo wamepiga win tano, but ukiangalia hizi opposition matches anazo hazijampatia much of a challenge. And sahi coach Ralph Hasenhuttl nadhani ata make life very difficult for Chelsea. And Chelsea ndio hawajakuwa concede mabao. Wameconcede bao tu moja since Thomas Tuchel aingia, na ilikuwa na own goal from Rudiger in the last match, but I think Southampton can fancy their chances, na mimi naiwekea 1x.
So that's one of your concerns.
Yes.
The next one,
lazima nicheze safe kwa hiyo game. The next one itakuwa ni Valencia versus Celta Vigo. Vile amesema Valencia wamekuwa ki let in magos mbaya sana, na hiyo odd nimeona ni 2.50 with Celta Vigo having a 3.50, and nadhani itakuwa game ngumu sana for Valencia kushinda. So ningeiwekea ndio x2, lakini naona hii game itakuwa na mabao, kwa hivyo GG ndio safer bet. Ukiweka hivyo odds ndio zitapunguka mpaka around 6.5, but bado ni pesa mzuri. Ukiekelea hapo 1k 6.5, weekend ndio imejipa vizuri sana.
We will want to continue, but time doesn't allow. Remember, you can join the conversation on the comment section and on our social media platforms. Give us your prediction on the big games, that is Arsenal versus Manchester City, Liverpool versus Everton, and the correct predictions will win something from our sponsors Helabet. You can join and play on helabet.co.ke. Till next time, same place, different games. My name is Hezbon Mogambi, and for now, it's good night.